The Oster Baldwyn 14-piece and 22-piece cutlery sets bring precision cutting and durability to all of your kitchen prep needs. The 14-piece has cutlery for everyday use, while the 22-piece has specialty items like a 6-inch boning knife. Baldwyn knives have precision stamped construction for durability through the length of the blade. Stainless steel blades provide a razor-sharp cut. Superior serrated edges on the bread knife make cutting easy. Baldwyn has ergonomically designed handles that feel comfortable in your hand. You should hand wash all items and dry immediately. Both sets come with a sturdy hardwood block that makes storage easy. The 22-piece set has a swivel base for easy access to all knives. Bring the legendary performance of Oster cutlery to your kitchen today.
Whether you're just starting to cook or are a seasoned chef, this high-quality carbon steel knife set makes a great addition to your kitchen. These knives have superior high-carbon stainless steel blades. The benefit of the carbon blade is that they are well balanced and have a longer edge tension, which means less sharpening. Each knife in the set comes equipped with an ergonomically designed triple riveted plastic overmolded handle for a secure, comfortable grip and enhanced control. Each knife's triple riveted construction securely attaches the handle to the stainless steel tang, which runs from the blade through the end of the handle. Here's what you'll find in the box. The most invaluable knife to any chef is the chef's knife. You'll use this knife 90% of the time for any of your everyday chopping and slicing. And because it's kind of like a mini chef's knife, the paring knife can do all of the finer detail tasks like peeling fruit or trimming meat. Making croutons for stuffing or slicing a baguette for crostini couldn't be easier with the serrated bread knife. The powerful kitchen shears can do everything from cutting through chicken to trimming herbs for a garnish. Keeping your knife sharp makes using them a lot easier. You can use the included sharpener to sharpen the knives by placing it upright in front of you while holding the sharpener tight. Always hold the knife away from you and pull each side of the knife down the sharpener, gradually diminishing the pressure. Always wash your knives by hand and completely dry them after each use. When not in use, place your knives in the wood knife block for easy storage.
The easiest way to learn how to use the chef's knife is actually step by step. And the first thing is where to hold the knife. You actually hold the knife on the blade. So you make a V and you put your index finger on one side and your thumb on the other. The rest of your fingers loosely grip the handle. This is called the pinch grip because I'm actually pinching the blade. The pinch grip will give you the best control over the knife and it won't feel as big. Now you know how to hold the knife, it's actually important that you place it on the board correctly. And you actually place it in a 45-degree angle from your body. The knife will be a natural extension of your arm and you can cut for a very long time without getting tired. Now you know how to hold a knife and where to place it on the board. I'm actually going to show you how to use it. So you start with the tip of the knife on the cutting board. Then you move backwards and you go down. You move forwards with the back of the knife on the cutting board and you lift back up. As you can see, there's always a point of the knife on the cutting board. Your hand and the blade are now riding a circle in the air. Now, what is the other hand going to do? The other hand is actually called the guiding hand, and it has to be in a claw or a spider grip position on the board. Eventually, the blade is actually going to touch the most exposed knuckle. This can be your index finger or your middle finger. It's called the guiding hand because it's actually going to guide the blade and it's going to decide how big the pieces will be. If it moves back fast, the pieces will become big. If it moves back slow, the pieces will become small. We're going to cut some produce. So see how I'm putting my hand over the knife? That's so I won't cut myself. Now I'm putting the celery in the right position on the board so the knife can actually be in a 45-degree angle. I'm starting on the tip and then I'm moving backwards, and while coming down and forwards, I'm actually starting the circular motion. There's a few things that are important. The first one is that you want to actually go all the way down on each motion. So you really want to make sure that you finish the motion so each piece gets cut cleanly. You want to always cut with the back of the knife. You only use the front of the knife when you're cutting something really big. Don't put your finger on the blade. And then the last thing that makes it safe is to keep the knife straight. You might think or feel that it's safer to actually see the edge, but in reality it's much safer to hold the knife straight. When you got the circular motion down, you can try the guided cutting. So you put your hand in a claw position on the produce and you touch the blade. The hand moves back and the blade keeps following the knuckles. It's really important to make sure that everything is behind that knuckle that is actually touching the blade. Another knife that can be used for the same purposes as the chef's knife is the Sentoko. Sentoko is a Japanese chef's knife. It has a much straighter edge than the chef's knife. A lot of things are the same. You use it in a 45-degree angle on the board and you hold it in the pinch grip. The guiding hand also has the exact same function. What's different is the motion. Because the edge is straight, you actually drop it to the board and slightly forwards like this. When you have the motion down, you can use the guided cutting again. Make sure nothing is exposed beyond the knuckle that's touching the blade. And go slow. With the Sentoko you can be extremely fast, but you want to practice first. Now you know how to use the most important knives. You really want to use the chef's knife or the Sentoko 90% of the time. This will make any cutting job much easier and faster.
Hi, I'm Mary Rogers, and this is the Cuisinart Classic Stainless Steel 15-piece knife set. These are beautifully designed. I love these knives. They're all stainless steel. I love them because the handle design, it's really easy to grip, and I love that it has a brushed stainless finish. I think it's really, really a great look for any kitchen. The other thing that's nice about it too, it's got a really nice grip to it, and they're not really heavy. They're a nice light knife, and I like that in the kitchen. This is your chef's knife. This will be the one that you probably use the most. I have a tendency to prefer smaller knives. This is actually a nice utility knife. It's serrated. So if you're going to be, let's say, cutting through something like an orange, you give it a little nice grip on it. Your next item here is a paring knife. Very, very useful. I like small knives like that. I find them to be easy to handle. This is called a bird's beak knife. It's great for doing specialty cuts. Next, here's your utility scissors. These are great for opening any kind of hard plastic packaging, or even sometimes, you know, when you get those bags from the grocery store, they're really hard to open. That's really great for that. This is your honing steel. This is our sharpening steel. This is really important to use in conjunction with your knives so that you keep them properly maintained. This is, you basically hold your knife at a 20 to 22 degree angle and you pull it from the heel to the tip, and you do that on both sides. And use firm pressure. Firm, even pressure is really important. The other thing that you need to do is, some people like to do this before they use the knives, but if you do that, make sure you clean them first because you will get residue from sharpening. Or the other thing that you can do is after you're done using them, sharpen them, clean them, and then return them to the knife block. That's the easiest way to make sure that you always have your knives properly maintained. Next, we have this, our Santuco, which is great for cutting cheese. It has a little dimpled surface. Some people call it undulating. This aids in making sure that anything that's really sticky does not stick to the knife when you're prepping food. And then next you have your slicing knife. This is really important for things like cutting and preparing raw meats, or even slicing and serving cooked meats, items like pork loin, chicken, steak, anything that you would cut before you serve it to your guests, or even for yourself and your family. And so lastly, in the front here, you have these beautifully designed stainless steel steak knives. I love these because they have a really nice shape to them. And the other thing is they're really nice and thin and interesting to look at. It's great to have those store right in the base of your knife block. I really prefer using a knife block because it keeps everything very compact, right at hand, especially when you're prepping at your kitchen countertop. The other thing that's really great is that these are beautifully designed, they're easy to maintain, and they work amazingly well, especially when you're going to do things like slice up an orange. I like to do this and make little wedges. It couldn't be easier. And there you have it, the Cuisinart Classic Knife Set.
Only food cannot be failed. The kitchen is my holy land, and being the right tool makes me happy. Choose carefully. Grasp the details is the best. The crisp and easy rhythm deduces the beautiful Emojoy symphony. Ingenuity is not just shining, but the texture after quenching and forging. It is hand-polished and has outstanding quality. We wish to create an ingenious song with words. Keeping food authentic is my constant pursuit. Cooking healthy, delicious food is an expression of quality life. Enjoy every moment.
To help get years of superior performance out of your Farberware cutlery, just follow these 3 simple guidelines. Number 1, regularly sharpen your knives with a sharpening steel or tabletop sharpener. This hones the cutting edge of the blades and ensures your Farberware knives cut with little effort. Number 2, never wash your knives in the dishwasher. This will cause the blades to rust. Always hand wash your knives with warm water and a mild detergent, and be sure to rinse and dry them immediately. Remember to wipe your blade with a clean towel before use. Number 3, always store your knives in a proper storage unit such as a block or blade cover. This helps protect the blade and yourself from accidental damage. That's it, 3 simple steps to keeping your knives looking and performing like new. Farberware, the most recognized brand in cutlery.